Take a look. Right here's where the owner believes the man broke in. He thinks he smashed out this window, but when he couldn't get through there, went down to this one, smashed it out, and possibly pried his way through right here. Even if I'm wearing the blaze orange vest and I walk just a few rows in, it's difficult to see me. That's why the Minnesota DNR says many hunters are more at risk this year of being shot. Right behind me is the Credit River, and I'm going to spotlight here. You can see those trees. That's where the shoreline should be, and you can tell just how far the water has come up. Because the Denny Hecker dealership the Rawsons bought their car from has since locked its doors, they've had a difficult time getting answered. What the thief didn't know, this entire business is surrounded with surveillance cameras. I'm going to have some help here beside me. This is literally the child of, hold it up, Zestar and Honeycrisp. This is what it produced, Sweet Tango. The rain that we're getting now can only help with this firefight tonight. If you take a look across the swamp there, you can still just see the lights of the DNR vehicles as they work to contain this fire. Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation at this hour, but take a look at just how close we're talking. It came only a matter of feet from homes. The fire sent people scrambling to save their homes.
The family pictures on hard drives. Grab the family photos first.
Rick O'Neill packed the SUV.
A few minutes, we'll throw a few things in the trunk. I gotta get everybody out of this area to keep you guys safe, okay?
Asked to leave.
We'll hope for the best. Waist-high flames walking up the weeds.
50 homes were evacuated.
Smoke. Oh.
People set out on foot.
Scary. It's quite scary. You don't even know what to grab.
Turned on the sprinkler system and took off.
That's a good thing. Or bad thing. I just want to get my hard drive.
A plane and helicopters.
They were coming and going left and right.
Dropped water on the fire.
It blew right up to the backyards and was pretty scary for a while.
The winds changed directions probably 3 different times.
And in just 4 hours,
they controlled it.
More than 150 acres burned. When it was all over, the damage was mostly charred grass.
Oh, well, they can still see the house, so we're probably in good shape now.
Homeowners went back home.
It's a credit to the fire department that it didn't get to the houses.
Relieved, happy, still got the house.
Never believing fire could come feet from their homes so quickly. Only one home suffered some very minor damage. Some of the siding on it melted. Fire investigators will be back out here on the scene again in the morning investigating.
Roomy.
Lana and Peter Rawson,
Sporty.
bought a new car.
That was my selling point, was the sunroof.
At first, they had no problems with Denny Hecker's Southview Chevrolet.
I had no reason to suspect anything was going to go wrong.
So for a month, they've cruised around in their 2009 Impala.
We're happy with it. The problem is now it's kind of tainted because of everything that's happened.
We came home from work and there was a message on our answering machine from Capital One Auto Finance.
The truck they traded in was never paid off. The loan company claims Denny Hecker stopped payment. Now they're stuck with 2 car payments, but only have 1 car.
Every penny, every dollar that you have in your pocket is precious.
They're upset customers without anywhere to go.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that this happened to us.
Because the Denny Hecker dealership the Rawsons bought their car from has since locked its doors, they've had a difficult time getting answers.
I'd sure like to question Denny Hecker personally on it. I'd like to see what they'd have to say to my face.
That's not likely. Denny Hecker Automotive Group closed or sold most of its dealerships amid financial troubles.
We're being stonewalled by Denny Hecker and their management staff.
And the problems kept coming.
The state of Wisconsin has not received the title application for this new car either. So we are also paying for a car that we don't own yet.
The Rawsons attorney has taken over, sending written requests for the old loan to be paid off and the new title processed.
It's borderline criminal theft. They had no problem cashing the $1,000 down payment.
She never heard back. Neither did we when we called and emailed Hecker's spokesperson.
This car was one of those things that we were proud of at first, but now it's not.
The Rawsons only want their loan fixed and an apology. This is the alert that was sent out this afternoon to parents. Police will now increase surveillance around the schools during drop-off and pick-up times. Tonight, the mother of one of those girls says it was quick thinking that kept them from getting on the bus.
So this is where it happened.
Less than 100 feet from Sheehan Espesla's home is her 8-year-old daughter's bus stop, the spot where she says Cora Faye and 2 other young girls were nearly abducted.
This is Hudson, Wisconsin. I mean, the bus stops just right across the street. I let my daughter walk there, wait 5 minutes, I go to work.
While the girls were waiting to go to Willow River Elementary, they say a woman pulled up driving an unmarked, short yellow school bus similar to this one.
Cora knew. She knew that this isn't right. Something doesn't feel right. This doesn't make sense.
The girls say the driver told them to get on.
That the bus that they were riding every morning had broke down, and that they were here to pick them up and take them to school.
Aspisla says the girls refused and the driver left. When their real bus arrived, they told about what happened.
Whoever thought you'd have to be afraid of a woman in a yellow school bus?
There's a lot of thought involved in getting a yellow bus and, you know, pulling up to a bus stop where they know that there's going to be children.
Parents are now on the lookout and going over stranger danger with their children.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes. Right. I've learned.
Aspisla says she has one plea for everyone with children.
Tell your kids no matter what. Listen to their gut instinct. I mean, if it's a yellow bus or a police car, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
Police are investigating tonight. Those girls told police while the bus was unmarked, it did have a number 13 on it. Police said they checked with Safeway, which manages the bus system for this district. They said they don't have any unmarked buses, and none were broken down today. We've been telling you all week that the rain could be a problem out here, and tonight that is the case. The president of the U.S. Pond Hockey Championship said tonight it is not cold enough to play hockey, but also not warm enough to swim. Tonight there is a layer of water out on that ice, and as you'll see, it makes it impossible to continue playing the game. On Lake Nokomis in Minneapolis,
I feel like I should swim instead of skate.
It was 3 inches of water covering the ice rinks.
We're going to play hockey. We're going to try anyways. Not going to look very pretty, but...
They played despite the water. It definitely didn't look pretty. In fact, it looked pretty painful.
You take a lot of baths.
The puck sat beneath the water surface.
And puck wasn't sliding very well.
Maybe this is lake hockey in the truest sense.
Mike Fannenstein and Tom Thole rang the water out of their gloves. Nothing stayed dry.
I have no idea I'm going to keep it dry.
Or legible.
I guess it's just part of Minnesota.
Hockey wasn't the only thing doused by Mother Nature. Ice sculptures at Rice Park in St. Paul, part of the Winter Carnival, dripped.
Yeah, I really hoped when I came here that it was sun shining, blue sky, very cold, a lot of snow.
It was just the opposite, and the crowds didn't show up like event organizers had hoped.
Rain in January, who would have known?
While everyone went home wet, the rain didn't dampen spirits. And the Winter Carnival will go on as planned tomorrow. As for the events out here at Lake Nokomis, the president says that the warming tent will be open, ready for folks to come out and enjoy the indoor activities. They will try to reschedule some of those games for next weekend, but at this point, they just can't guarantee it. Live in Minneapolis, Bay Scroggins, 5 Eyewitness News.